My dear friends, my name is Jacob Fiveash, and welcome to Uncaged Zoo Tours. If you are new to the channel and love animals, I recommend and appreciate you hitting the like, subscribe, and bell icons to join me on my tours. Today, we're heading to Kentucky to visit the Newport Aquarium, which is right across the river from Cincinnati, Ohio. This aquarium is situated on the lowest level of the building that houses it, and it originally opened on May 1st, 1999. The Newport Aquarium is home to tons of aquatic life. There are shark rays, seahorses, an albino alligator, frogs, penguins, and tons of other aquatic life. We'll be starting with Freshwater Falls, which showcases animals from rivers and lakes around the world. Let's begin. After going down the escalator, the first exhibit in the aquarium is home to a bunch of cichlids. It's estimated that there are over 1,300 species of cichlids. More than half of these fish live in 3 lakes in eastern Africa: Victoria, Malawi, and Tanganyika. The rest live in Central America, South America, Iran, India, and Sri Lanka. When cichlids lay their eggs, the female holds them in her mouth until they hatch. Unlike other animals, most baby fish or fry are left to fend for themselves once they hatch, but cichlid parents are known to help their children and defend them from predators. The next exhibit is home to an umbu pufferfish, also known as a giant green puffer. The umbu pufferfish is the world's largest pufferfish, and is one of the few fish species that can blink or close their eyes. Umbu pufferfish also have beak-like teeth that they use to bite crustaceans. Like its saltwater cousins, the umbu pufferfish can suck up water into its stretchy stomach, which causes it to inflate. This defense makes the pufferfish too big for predators to eat. Sometimes, a pufferfish can get stuck in a predator's mouth, and both animals could die if a predator does not pull the pufferfish out. Along with all the fish, this exhibit also has an apple snail. Apple snails are freshwater snails from South America, but are also very popular aquarium pets due to their small size. These snails can regenerate their eyes, antennae, or even part of their foot if lost. Apple snails also have a lung for breathing on land and gills for breathing underwater. While apple snails are popular pets, they are also an invasive species. Invasive species are plants or animals that are introduced into a habitat where they don't belong and cause all sorts of problems for the species that live there. Apple snails are invasive in the United States and Asia, and they can eat aquatic plants that are meant for other species to eat. Female apple snails can also lay hundreds of thousands of eggs, which can quickly hatch. Following this exhibit with some fish from Lake Tanganyika is our first electric white lobster. The electric white lobster is a crayfish, but how is a lobster different from a crayfish? Both lobsters and crayfish have eye stalks so they can see in all directions, can swim backwards, and molt their shells to grow. However, lobsters live in saltwater, while crayfish live in freshwater. Lobsters have one claw for crushing and another for pinching, while crayfish have claws that are very similar. Most lobsters can grow up to 2 feet, while crayfish can grow up to only 2 or 4 inches. The electric white lobster can be found in the southeastern United States, mainly Florida, but are also found in freshwater aquariums. The crayfish also live with blind cavefish. These fish are also known as Mexican tetras and can't see. Instead, the fish have a lateral line system that helps them detect vibrations. Baby blind cavefish are born with eyes, but they sink into their skin as they grow. Blind cavefish also gain more taste buds as they grow to find food in the dark. Blind cavefish live in caves in Texas and Mexico, and only sleep for up to 4 hours because they spend their entire lives in the dark. The next exhibit contains fish such as a tiger loach from the Mekong River, which is also Asia's longest river. Another river filled with wildlife is the Rio Negro, a backwater river of the Amazon rainforest, which has discus fish, scalaire angelfish, and cardinal tetras. These tetras have a smaller cousin called the X-ray tetra, who is only an inch and a half long and are so transparent that you can see their bones and heart. Then there is a tank for silver dollars, which are also from South America, and the next tank is home to blunt-nosed minnows from Kentucky's native waters. Our last stop is a tunnel that features fish from freshwater areas in the United States. There's a black crappie, a yellow perch, and a smallmouth bass. All of these fish are some of the many that live in Kentucky's rivers. But like other rivers around the world, Kentucky's rivers are threatened by pollution. Pollution causes water to become dirty, and it can harm birds, fish, and other wildlife. You can save rivers and other freshwater habitats by picking up litter. You can also help by keeping storm drains free of trash by not throwing trash down there. You can also pick up your pet's waste, use reusable kitchenware instead of single-serve plastic, and take shorter showers. And that officially wraps up our first tour of the Newport Aquarium. For our next tour, we'll transition from the rivers to the ocean with shore gallery. We'll see a tide pool, archer fish, and our first four-eyed fish. Today's question is, in honor of our first Newport Aquarium tour, what is your favorite aquarium you've ever visited? Thank you for watching my videos, and I'll see you next time. You're smart, creative, and kind.